Hello, my Facebook friends, and if you're watching my YouTube, hello there. Hopefully you're a subscriber, and if not, I'd love for you to be one. I always upload my Talk Point Tuesdays that I do on Facebook with you guys as well. And I am going to just tag my friends on Facebook. Please make sure you're following me on here on Facebook as well if you're not, but most of you, I believe, are. And as always, wherever you see this, if you ever feel like you would like to share it with a friend, I would love that. These messages are real time, hit you in your soul sometime, hit you in your heart. Sometimes things I say sting, but they're always meant to help you become a better person and find your true self in life. So let me get this going. So let me tag Sarah Marie Paul. Interesting. Oh, because I already did. Silly me. Lori, if you want to be added to my tag list for Facebook, just let me know on the replay. And if you are watching this on the replay, please let me know that as well, as I love to see who always comes by. Even if it's a different day of the week and you're watching this, I want to know if it hit you. All right, guys. Woo-wee! I got my notes, and I think I'm going to get comfortable for this one. We're going to get comfy cozy right here. All right. Yeah, I don't think I should be lying down. That might make me tired. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot is my earrings. Scroll ahead a minute if you are watching replay. 1 second. Oh, I did want to put my earrings. All right. I'm going to wear my hoops. I have my jewelry show this evening on Facebook. Hopefully you guys watch me in Endless Jewels Boutique. Here we are. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Here we are. You know what? I could just lay on my tummy. This seems comfy. Here we are, friends. Come on in. Come on in. Just getting started. Today's topic is one that I love. Why, when doing the right thing feels backwards. Hi, Sarah Paul. I will have the kids to you for 9 a.m. Oh. Guess you got to fit it in when I can. Jeez. When doing the right thing feels backwards, all right? I don't want anybody to miss this. So if you're watching this later, you want to watch from the beginning, okay? Because this is going to be awesome. Have you ever done the right thing? Like maybe you helped somebody, or you stayed patient even though you felt like getting frustrated, or maybe you acted with integrity, right? And you felt like the world was working against you while you were doing the right thing. I have a lot daily, actually, almost daily this happens. It's kind of like everyone else is moving forward while you're still stuck, okay? Today, I want to talk about why that happens, if this excites me, okay? And I just took a heat. That's for my Thrive business. But hi, Boston. So this excites me. I want to talk about why that happens, what kingdom living really means, especially when it feels backwards, and how doing the right thing, even when it does feel backwards, actually positions you for lasting blessings. Are you with me? Oh, thank you, beautiful. Girl, I have been nonstop. This is my first time sitting right here, right now for like 2 minutes, okay? It's been on the road, home for a minute, back home. Like we live the same lifestyle. Love you, girly. So let's start by talking about, please share this, by the way. I'd love if you shared this. What does kingdom living really mean, okay? Because we got to set the foundation. Kingdom living, I got to look at my notes. I actually took my time organizing this last night because this is something I live this to the best of my ability. It's all about aligning your faith with God's principles instead of the world's standards. Can y'all put that in the chat for me? Kingdom living is all about aligning your faith with God's principles instead of world standards. If y'all ain't going to put it, I'm going to be putting it right here. I'm typing it. I'm going to see if I can beat ya. I'm typing it. Kingdom living. This is a good one. Kingdom living is all about aligning, because there's going to be some bullet points here today, friends. Your life, I'm trying to beat y'all, with God's principles instead of the world's, instead of the world's standards. There we go. Oh, dang it. I have a typo. Come on. Can somebody retype that and then put standards instead of stranded? Sugar plum. It's supposed to say kingdom living is all about aligning your life with God's principles instead of the world's standards. If somebody can retype that for me, please, I'll pin it. I ain't pinning my mistake. But anyways, you got the drift. That's important for this entire talk point. It's about faith, integrity, humility, generosity, and patience. Okay? It's about living in a way that might not give you instant results, but it creates an eternal and long-term impact. This is not comfortable after all. So the Bible gives us many examples of this. So in my notes, if you go in your Bible to Matthew chapter 5, verses 3 through 12, the Beatitudes tell us that blessings come to those who are humble, meek, and even persecuted. People who, by worldly standards, don't seem like they would be rewarded. And Luke 6:38 says, give and it will be given to you. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Even though giving can feel risky or unrewarded in the moment, God promises that generosity comes back to us. And think about Joseph in Genesis 37 through 50, if you're familiar with Joseph. He was betrayed by his own brothers. He was sold into slavery. And he was forgotten in prison. But he stayed faithful with all that going on. Joseph stayed faithful. And eventually, God elevated him to a position where he could save nations. That's kingdom living in action, my friends. Modern science actually supports this too. Psychology shows that acts of altruism, which is helping other people, significantly increases long-term happiness and life satisfaction. It is proven scientifically. Neuroscience, my favorite subject, one of my favorite subjects, neuroscience, tells us that acts of kindness activate the brain's reward center. Hi, Tante. Hi, Ruth. Releasing dopamine and oxytocin, which reduce stress and make us feel good. Who would have thunk, right? Who would have thunk that? And sociology shows that communities built on trust and service are more resilient and successful over time. Kingdom living, guys, it's not just spiritual. It literally rewires your brain for lasting good. That's not good. Shut the door now, because please, it was funny in the moment. It's okay, Rosie, poor thing. She's had things dropping on her all day. It's okay. The fan fell because Julia opened the door. She didn't know the fan was in front of my door. We're going to talk now why it feels backwards. Why does the right thing often feel backwards? Maybe it doesn't to you, but to me it often does. But that's how I kind of know I'm doing the right thing in life a lot of the times. I'm like, I'm not doing what a lot of people would do, because a lot of people don't understand these concepts, which is why I'm like, I got to share this with my tribe, my friends. Hi, Lori. Kingdom principles often invert worldly logic. Humility leads to honor. Patience leads to opportunity. Giving leads to receiving. But the world often rewards quick results. Aggression or self-serving behaviors. Does it not? At least in the short term it does. That's why sometimes doing the right thing feels like it can be a disadvantage. The Bible even acknowledges this. 1 Peter chapter 2, 19 to 21 reminds us, did I tag Blesso? Yes, okay. That even if we suffer while doing good, it's honorable in God's eyes. Romans 8:28 reassures us that God works all things together for good, even when we can't see it. So, science supports this too. Studies on delayed gratification show that people who wait and act with integrity tend to have better long-term outcomes. And research on ethical behavior under pressure shows that consistently doing right improves mental health, reduces stress, and strengthens decision making. So we're going to talk about how to apply this to your everyday life if you're not already, and hopefully you are, because it's pretty freaking awesome. It is backwards than what we think. We're going to talk about how to live this out practically. So there's 5 bullet points. The first one is to have integrity in daily decisions. This means to be honest and fair in every choice, even if the shortcuts in life look easier. It's so important to have integrity. That's bullet point number 1. Number 2 is to practice generosity. Even small acts of kindness, guys. Helping a coworker, donating something that you don't need anymore to somebody who needs it, volunteering your time in service. Practicing the generosity creates a ripple effect that you might never see immediately, but it is a ripple effect. Third bullet point is having patience and faith. Woo-wee! Patience and faith. Remember that timing matters. Trust your effort. Trust that your effort has those unseen consequences, because they do. 4, gratitude, reflect, journal. Write down the moments where you're doing the right thing, where it didn't seem to matter at first, but later you saw results. Because if you write these things down, it's gonna build that faith, and you're gonna see, wow, okay, wow, I see, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And the 5th bullet point is science-backed habits. So daily acts of kindness release endorphins, and reflective meditation lowers stress while improving your ability to make value-driven decisions. So just think about Joseph again, guys, before I'm done with this. He was betrayed, y'all. He was sold into slavery. Typical. Joseph was forgotten and imprisoned, okay? But he stayed faithful. He still stayed faithful with all of that. Like, he had every reason to not, and he did. But he didn't. He stayed faithful. And eventually he rose to a position where he could save entire nations from famine. What felt backward in the moment became part of God's purpose. Modern research even shows that resilience, delayed reward, stronger social trust. Modern research even shows that resilience, delayed reward, and ethical consistency lead to better mental health, stronger social trust, and long-term success. So kingdom living may feel backwards at times, like it does for me, but it always aligns you with a greater purpose. You just don't always see it right away. Sometimes you do. And those are the times that I really encourage you guys to write it down, talk to your friends and family about it, because it is just awesome. It is like so cool. So I have a challenge for you guys for the week before I get off and do my next thing, because it's a busy life. It's a busy life. Oh, oh, it's a busy life. 10 points to the person that knows that song, but I just did a remake of it. Oh, it's a busy life. Oh, I just want to be in a bathtub that I don't have right now. Here is your challenge. Reflect. Think about what's one kingdom principle you can practice this week, even if it feels backwards. Maybe you're driving to work and you're at a 4-way stop sign and you let the other person go first. Knowing you're late, right? We always feel like, oh, I have to hurry. No. Maybe pretend like you have plenty of time and let somebody else go first. I promise you. Share. You can comment your story of when doing the right thing felt counterintuitive, but later ended up bringing you a blessing. And you can engage by challenging someone in your life to act with integrity, generosity, or patience this week, and notice the ripple effects that it gives. So I want you guys to remember that doing the right thing may feel backwards today, but it positions you for the kind of blessing that lasts forever. It's important. You keep walking in kingdom principles and trust that God's timing is perfect, because it is. All right? I love you guys. I have to sign off until next week.